Hi, this is HRM, Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte. This is part 3 of the civil rights violations. Like I said, I rant and rave, and sometimes I scout off onto a different direction because my life has been screwed with. That's how much it's been totally messed with. And it was over and over and over and over again. And every time I tried to get help, I mean, I filed reports against the police, internal affairs. That's a farce. It's all a farce. People who called on me, they get priority over me calling on the very same police, abusing my rights, twisting my arms. I had to have an MRI about my left arm because when they had me in custody, I now lose tingling in my left arm because of what that watch commander did at Owens on Van Owen. The Canoga Park watch commander did. He handcuffed. He pulled my hands up behind my back. This is when I was falsely arrested, and like I said, the statute's already run. So, and I still have problems with my left arm, not feeling, circulation and stuff that happens. And that only started. All of you, I believe, told me that my left shoulder blade, that I need therapy, and I've been so busy trying to hold on to whatever I've got left that it's difficult for me to do that. I've also ground my teeth away so much that now I'm just waiting to get another infection, because all they can do is, there are no dental, they have Doctors Without Borders, but they don't have Dentists Without Borders. They rather go help tsunami victims, and they got the money to do that, but they can't help their own people here. And by the way, I blame the United States of America, state, federal, and local, for the grinding away of my teeth, because I wouldn't have ground away my teeth so much if the laws weren't set up in such a way that they forced me to live in fear every place I moved to, whether it was residential, even businesses they harassed me at. So this is intentional. This is not non-intentional. And you don't need to hear their side of the story anymore, because the damage has been done. And when every night I go to sleep, every morning I wake up with nothing but depressed thoughts that there isn't a God, that there wasn't somebody that could have helped me or fight back. If I had an army to fight back, I would have used it. I live a very depressed morning every morning when I think that my whole life, the last 30 years, has been scuttled, destroyed. Every possession I collected, everything that I did, forced to move from place to place because of either one or two people in a neighborhood. Once in an industrial park, they said, "We don't want you in our industrial park. Your buses and trucks look ugly." And I'm going, why? Does that mean I look like the Elephant Man? Was the Elephant Man treated the same way? And anybody saw that movie, they said, what is ugly? What is pretty? I mean, what is wrong with you people? Are you sick? You're the sick people, not me. I mean, my life is pretty much over with. I don't have, in the past, I had reason to live. I tried to get up. I rushed myself off from being tripped and hurt, and I pursued again to try to fix and repair my life, no matter how much people were trying to destroy me. And in many ways I was successful, only to be knocked down over and over again, either by city officials or by business communities or residential communities. There's so many conflicting laws. Like I said, they don't try to help people, they hurt people, especially like me. I don't know, what have I done? What have I done that, or what has me or my twin, what have we done to ever done? We haven't done anything like Adolf Hitler did. We haven't done anything like Al Capone. We haven't gone on our way to kill people. We haven't graffitied. We haven't done any of that. But yet we're the ones that are being hurt. Why? And why do you people who run this country, allow this to happen? If we're so bad that you don't want us, then give us a free ticket out of here. Send us to another country. Maybe we can have more freedom, or the kind of freedom that I want. It can exist maybe in some other country. Because for me, it is not here, and hasn't been for 30 years. When a person has to move somewhere and they have to live in fear that someone may call on them, that's outright evil. Like I said, my teeth are ground down, and I went to a dentist that was offering free help with the teeth. He didn't say, well, let me try to help you, Caesar. Maybe we can do an implant program. Maybe you can pay us a little at a time. I can't keep up with the bills. My health is going downhill, totally downhill. And I can't stop it because I don't have a secure place to live. I don't have a place where I can feel that I will not be attacked, will not be called on, unless it's for something really serious. Like doing what most evil people do, shooting a bunch of people, bombing things, doing the really terrible things that the government should be paying attention to, instead of allowing the local officials to enact and apply laws that violate our civil rights. It's against the law to live in your motorhome in Los Angeles. But they don't make a place for the motorhomes to go to, or the semi-trucks that deliver all your food to your tables. You don't make any of the laws. Like I said, there's no common sense anymore. You people don't give a damn. You don't care. And those that do care, there aren't enough of you to really change it. The bureaucratic procedure means more like a holy grail to these jerk-offs that are running things than to put wheels in motion that would really change things for the better. This Obama and change, that's just all bull crap. You people fell for it. The media helped Obama get elected. The media is behind it. They go to these Bilderberg meetings and then tell their own media not to publish anything about the meetings, because they actually, and their huge trillions of dollar budgets, control everything. They really do. They control your life. They control mine. They control everybody. They're egomaniacs. And like I said about astronomy before, they don't have a clue about how big the universe is. They are nothing. Don't you understand? They are, no matter how much money and how much power they try to control, they are still nothing compared to the power of the universe. I'm not stopping at the galaxy. They're nothing compared to the galaxy. And there's hundreds of billions of galaxies, or hundreds of millions of galaxies, excuse me, and out of all those galaxies, we're nothing. So why? I said to my friend one day, his name is Les, and I said, there are only two kinds of people on this planet. People that consciously and subconsciously have accepted that we're all going to die. We're all going to die anyway. So what are you doing? Why are you doing all this? What's so important about somebody being in their car, their truck, or whatever, their motorhome on the street, because you haven't given them any place to go, any alternative? Oh, and I've run for office. I've run for mayor. I ran for president. They don't give it. They don't give a hell. You can get that by all my information by running HRM Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte. 10-letter spellings. Buonaparte. And you run that on your Google search or any search engine, and you'll get all these pages of me running for president, doing all this. And they don't care. This government's evil. For me, it is the most horrible evil, because they stole 30 years of my life. The government and the citizens, the minority of citizens. In LA, only 75% of the people don't vote that are registered. And the other 25% go to vote. What does that tell you about LA? It's a jerk-off city. They trap me here. That's why I'm trapped here. They put me in a financial bind over and over again, so many times that now I have no money to leave, even if I wanted to. I still have possessions. I was forced to rent storage units. How can I work with storage units? I have a lot of stuff. I'm a guy who's got his fingers in a lot of pies. I have many projects that I work on all at the same time, and I like doing it. But I can't do any of it. I'm screwed. Warehouses in LA, they sit empty. They'd rather sit empty than to take money from me every month. I say, well, you're losing $2,000 a month. Wouldn't you rather have like $800 or $900 a month than have nothing for a whole year? I see warehouses here in Los Angeles that are empty for more than a year. Where do these people get their money to pay all that mortgage that they supposedly owe on all these commercial buildings, which is kind of only 70% promising for me? Because even if I was in one of these buildings, inspectors would still come around and say, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. These people are nuts. They've taken it beyond comprehension. The same beyond comprehension that they have about the universe. They don't have any concept. And they don't care. I have my job to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I have to job. And if I don't do my job, I'll get fired. Oh, I see. Your job is so important to you that you will violate someone's civil rights to keep your job. Is that how it works? Because that's not the way it's supposed to be. So, I don't know what to say. You know, I got about, another 10, a little less than 10 minutes to talk. So yeah, I wake up every morning really depressed. I sleep in sometimes abandoned warehouses. I sleep in wherever I can. I'm in red ink every month. I have to take what little money I can muster up from whatever resources I have and pay everything. I'm behind in payments. I'm still behind in payments from 2 years ago when they did that damage to me. And that's only one of the times. Back in 2002, they trapped me here. I had 2 months to move everything I had that I was going to take to Colorado, and there was no way that I could keep all that stuff and keep my money too. I had to take all my money, spend it all, and then throw my stuff all over the city. And then I kept getting impounded over and over and over again until finally it took its toll. And did I have time to go to the dentist? Was there even any program or any free dental clinics? There aren't. Of the few that there are out there, they won't give you implants. They won't, you know, if a person's really intelligent, I would think that a government would care about them so much that there's a possibility they could contribute great things to them. But how much can they contribute if their health is going downhill because their teeth are ground away from the very stress that you caused, your government caused, and I can't fix my teeth, so I'm just waiting to get another infection and die. And you'll all die anyway. Why did you do this to me? Why? And yes, you did do it to me. You, Obama, you, Bush, you, Clinton, you, all of you jerks. You did it to me. You've done it to other people who maybe can't get on YouTube and explain it the way I'm explaining it. And does ABC, CBS, and NBC give me uncensored, unedited interviews? Believe me, I'd ask more than $1 million per interview to tell people the secrets and the crap that's been done to me. I'd even show you my teeth and what they look like now from the stress you people caused me to grind my teeth at night until they were practically nothing, which most of them are now. I bite myself sometimes. I have to eat very carefully, very slow. And by the way, I had 6 crowns in my mouth. I took care of my teeth about 20 years ago. I really took care of them. I went to the UCLA and the dental school, and now a lot of them, the crowns fell out. The dental, the help for dental was almost zero available. No, instead Ted Williams in his golden voice gets to get on TV and he says, "Whoa, you know, I did it to myself. I did drugs, I did this, I did that." Ted Williams saying, with his golden voice. And so now he's all of a sudden gets attention on the media and he's going to get a job. Well, what? Give me a break. I don't do drugs. I didn't do any of that. And I get nothing. And believe me, they approached me. I'd want 24-hour coverage for years. Or maybe my own TV program to tell people and the government where their mistakes are. But you know what? If I did it, I would do it from a foreign country. I would never want to set my foot back on this country ever again. I'd scream in delight if I was on a ship with all my stuff and I went someplace else, where I'd write nothing but hate books about America and what they did to me, and I'd warn people about how to set up better governments. Did you know I've got something to tell you, and I'm going to educate you. These are experts from the Encyclopedia Britannica. There are 4 things. These are not the United States of America. That's why I symbolically overthrew the country and claimed myself as Emperor of the United States back in October of 1996. The reason I did that was because of the children that are killed by friendly fire in other countries. But the real reason that I did that, as well as the children that were murdered by American bombs and American taxpayers' money, was because, another reason, these are not the states of the Union. They're not legitimate. They're not legal. And not according to the Encyclopedia Britannica. There are 4 qualifications that make up a state. First one is people. That's the first qualification. That's easy to make. People are everywhere. Second one is territory. Get ready for the third one. The third one, in order to be considered a true legitimate state, you have to be independent of any other foreign state or body. And the fourth one, you have to be able to make contracts, enter into contracts, and keep them. Number 4, the United States never kept the contracts with the Indians, as you call them, misappropriately calling them Indians. They're native peoples. You broke all the contracts, the Trail of Tears, you screwed them over. And number 3, which is important also, that you never made up. You are not free and independent. You rely on OPEC for all your oil. You spilled all the oil in the ocean. You didn't listen to me in the late 70s when I told you how to stop the oil spills, at least as far as oil tankers were concerned. You're not independent. You're dependent on other countries' resources, other oil. So you are not states of the Union. California is not a state. Oregon is not a state. Washington is not a state. None of the 50 states of the United States are a legitimate, legal state. So if you're not states, then what are you? I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't believe in the United States of America. It's an evil, evil place. It's nothing but full of deception, lies. So, and that's not for everyone. For me, that's what it is. It's full of nothing but deception and lies. For other people who like living the tunnel vision lifestyle that they've been given to live, you better stay in that tunnel, because if you don't, we're going to screw you. That answer might come from the city, state, or local entities whenever they wish to apply it. It's wrong. It's evil. I've got about 2 minutes left. So what do I talk about? That, yeah, I'm waiting to die. I live each day. I don't eat right. I used to be a health consultant. I can't even take care of myself because I have no stable place. I was trying to buy that house on Hart and DeSoto to turn it into a totally 100% solar powered house without solar panels, but with special different type new solar panels that would make that house, and wind turrets that would make that house, per year, that house could run on its own electricity for less than $500 a year. Water, electricity, hot water, all of that stuff, even the refrigerator running, less than $500 a year. And then I was going to put up a sign saying, I can help you build houses like this. But, well, 6:11, I'm going to have to say sign off. Goodbye, and I hope somebody or millions of people listen to this, because you really need to. Because this country is out of control, state, federal, and local. You need to send them a strict, hard line message. You're not going to pay taxes. That's what I would do if I were you. All together, all at one time. In April, tell them, go to hell. We're not going to pay any taxes. It's my money, and I want it now. Goodbye.